Welcome back to Sly Guy TV. You're watching Sly Guy, Kaboom, kaboom, new rules. Kaboom, oh yeah, kaboom, eh. Here we go. Oh, yeah, yeah. Go in there, Rabbit Wombat. It is time for the brand new rules for combat. Rules for combat, combat rules, combat rules. Said we're coming back from school. I bet the teachers think we're cool, but now we're going up to stay up late. Gonna call up all the friends and watch the movie till the end. Now we'll never go to bed, yeah. Going up for some pizza and beer. She's so fine and the night sky is clear. Coming down and our parents won't know. Going right down to the rock show, rock show. Going out tonight. The only thing that feels so right. We're walking hand in hand, pretending we're trending. Going out tonight. We're gonna have another fight. I know what's going down, pretending we're ending. Yeah, welcome back, guys, to another episode of Sly Guy TV with Sly Guy. So right now, we are going to have one of the most epic rule changes ever in MTG Foundations. If you remember, back then, when you had combat, you had priority, and with priority, it allowed you to decide which cards were going to be taking damage when a large attacker came into play. So, let's go ahead and set an example for you guys, just to give you a clear idea of how the new rules are going to affect Magic the Gathering. Let's say, for example, I have this huge 6/6 Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, and the player 2 has 3 blockers. With the old rules, when you attack, you had a way to determine the order of the blockers. So, in this case, I can make him the first blocker, him the second, him the third, so that he has to assign lethal damage to the first blocker before dealing damage to the other blockers. And it's a defending player who got to decide. And with the old rules, even after damage, before damage is dealt, in the damage dealing step, I can respond to it by giving a unit indestructible to make sure that it survives. So I can cast this on this creature so that he can survive the initial onslaught or the initial attack. With the new combat rules, however, in Foundations, right now, when I attack, I just declare a block. I declare all 3 blockers. You do not know the order of the block. So this guy won't know which creature is blocking first, second, or third. Damage is then distributed. Okay, so it's the defending player that gets to choose how damage is distributed. And on top of this, once damage is already dealt, you cannot, or once damage is already assigned, okay, but not dealt yet, you cannot respond with instants or effects. So this actually makes the rules much simpler. It makes the rules much easier to understand, and it cleans up a lot of really, really messy rule questions that people have. I mean, back then, when I started Magic the Gathering, we only had the LIFO rule, or last in, first out rule, where the last effect gets resolved first and the latest effect gets resolved last. That's the only rule that we had to follow. And I had no idea that rules got this complex, especially with the advent of Arena. I absolutely had no idea how complex the rules have become. It was just so scary, just so funny that the rules have actually gotten so crazy. This has been one of the craziest rules ever. Okay. So, how will this affect the new rules? How will these new rules affect players? Well, new players will have an easier time. Combat tricks will no longer be allowed. Arena will actually be much simpler, much cleaner with the new rules. And with the updated rules, you don't have those messy timing issues. You're going to be calling a judge less in an MTG event. So that's something basically you can look forward to with Foundations. And I'm kind of puzzled why Foundation still includes Planeswalkers when Planeswalkers have nothing to do with Magic's history. Because when the game started, we didn't have Planeswalkers. Planeswalkers weren't there at all. We never had Planeswalkers. And it's just so odd that having a Planeswalker was really strange in an actual game. I mean, they aren't actual cards. In the original game, you were the Planeswalker. It's not some really weird twist on. I'm not gonna play him. I'll play Rock Priest on the first turn. Yeah. So it's just odd. It's just really strange that people are thinking that, oh, Planeswalkers, they're part of original Magic. No, they're not part of original Magic. In fact, Planeswalkers were never a part of original Magic. You were the Planeswalker. The player was a Planeswalker. It's not a separate card type. It was just introduced in the later games once they messed up the card frame, and now we've got modern card frame thingies here. It's just odd. I'm not too sure why they would have different card frames for the actual game, and why Planeswalkers are still considered a part of the foundation of Magic when Planeswalkers are the most confusing type of card that you could have in Magic the Gathering. I mean, a new player, if you were introducing a new player, the last thing I'd put in there are Planeswalkers. Absolutely. What do you guys think about Foundations? Are the rules actually much better now? Do you agree that Planeswalkers do not belong in a core MTG set? Comment below. Like and subscribe. Sly Guy TV with the slide.